So the PS4 just came out, and everyone's all happy and playing their big boy release titles like Killzone and Call of Duty Ghosts and Assassin's Creed and Warframe and Battlefield. Sony must have saw the narrow spectrum for the demographic of the PS4 and tried to compensate with a more ESRB rating friendly game. For a PEGI 7 release title, they went to Japan Studios that made great games like Ape Escape, Loco Roco, and my personal favorite, Tokyo Jungle, which I did a review about, so if you want to go check it out, you go check it out. Take the link on the screen right now. Okay, thanks, bye. But I'm not reviewing Tokyo Jungle, I'm reviewing Knack, and I'm really happy about it. In a world that is fraught with chaos and havoc, one warrior will step forward to... Oh my god, I can't. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Seriously, but seriously. We are introduced to the story with a group of heavily armed goblins sieging a human outpost town. Then at a board meeting, Hillary Clinton informs you that the goblins aren't smart enough to build the tanks that they're using. She goes on to ask for volunteers to combat the nasty creatures. Tony Stark ominously speaks up above everyone else because foreshadowing. And then Dr. Light walks up and he says,
"Hey Robert Downey Jr., your robots suck. Mine's way better."
Knack appears and blows everyone away with his obvious immense power and just plain ferocious looks. The army uses all of their valuable time and resources, setting up an obstacle course for Knack. You are thrown into gameplay as Knack as you try to impress people who grew up with PS2 games, I mean military officials. Sherlock Holmes then comes over and gives a challenge to Knack, who has a black man's voice.
"I call myself Knack."
Going into the garden, there is more tutorial and foreshadowing. Then, Knack destroys all of the guy from Tropic Thunder's robots and earns the right to go after the goblins to take them out. And that's the whole story for Chapter 1. Yeah. I have to say that I'm not a huge fan of the art style that was chosen for this game, so I may be a tad biased when I say that the graphics are by no means impressive. Sometimes, however, the landscapes were extremely acceptable. The cartoony bright colors make for interesting visuals. As far as the sound, the most interesting thing that I heard wasn't coming out of the TV, but was actually coming out of the controller. Whenever Knack picks up relics, you can hear them being put into place on the controller, which is actually pretty cool and almost immersive. The biggest problem I have is the art for the humans. It's just too... Lego? I'm not sure how to describe it, but all I know is that it was neither here nor there. They weren't exactly cartoony, but they weren't exactly normal human either. The frames do drop sometimes, but it's in odd places, and it's so few and far between that it's really not an issue. Again, I may be extremely biased when it comes to the visuals and audio, but really, this game just doesn't hit it off for me. Sorry, Japan Studio, I love you! This game features platformer beat-em-up style gameplay. You play as Knack, which is a mishmashed pile of ancient artifacts that are basically used as batteries in this universe. Your health bar, though kind of useless, grows depending on how many ancient artifacts you put on Knack. The reason I say the health bar is kind of useless is because no matter how big you get, generally enemies do the same ratio of damage. The beat-em-up mechanics in this game are seriously lacking. In fact, I'd go as far to say that this is a serious downgrade from what we have come to love with beat-em-up games. You only have one combo with 3 hits and a sonic homing attack type aerial ground pound. Besides the 3 special moves that basically kill all enemies on contact, that's it. The enemies, as a lot of people have said, are extremely repetitive, offering little to no progressive challenge. This, with the fact that there are no true upgrades in-game, makes for such a flat experience. I'm wondering why the beta testers didn't ask for their money back. Ugh, I'm just so mad about this game. Okay, I gotta get to the final review to blow some steam off. Disclaimer. I have only played about 1/3 of this game, so I apologize if I make any ill-informed decisions. I just wanted to get this video out there as soon as possible, and really, I just couldn't take any more of playing the game anyway. This game reminds me so much of a bad Ratchet & Clank that I can't help but calling Knack Ratchet. Did you get the joke? Imagine a combination of Ratchet & Clank, Jak and Daxter, and a third game, I don't know, probably Sly Bandicoot. Okay, now take those games and take away all of their awesome secondary characters, and then all you're left with is Dr. Light and Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. After playing this game, I'd only be impressed if this was an old PS3 game, not a PS4 release title. This game is not next generation. I'd go on a limb to say it's not even current generation. I'd call it seriously lacking. The game is ridiculously hard for no reason. I played this game on the normal setting, expecting a nice, calm, and steady playthrough while getting the feel for the game, but no. The controls are slow, plain and simple. The response time is great, but Knack moves too slow. Even his dodge is truly not worth using because it leaves you open for a whole second after you use it. Plus, the amount of enemies that do one-hit kills is unbelievable. But perhaps I am being a tad too critical. Knack is what it is, not impressive to the 19-year-old kid who grew up with the beat-em-up defining games of the PS2, but who knows? Maybe a kid in the true demographic for this game will enjoy it. I give Iron Man 3 a 10 out of 10, I give Knack a 5 out of 10. Meaning average, I guess. Hey, if you like this review, then you're cool with a capital K. Go ahead and lightly tap the like button as to not damage it, and subscribe to us. You can like our Facebook page, and even follow me, The Amazing Dax, on Twitter. Also, check out our Tumblr page, which Ross has been working very hard on. And since you're opening a whole bunch of tabs, you might as well open a tab for a Let's Play and another review. Okay, that's enough requests for now. Well, actually, you know what? One more. This is D-Max asking you to have a great day.